Welcome to Africa's leading business, technology, and lifestyle show on Digivation Network. I am Hannah Hedger. We bring you a report on Elon Musk, who has announced Tesla's ambitious plan to produce up to 1 million humanoid robots called Optimus by 2027, projecting it to be the biggest product in history. This goal was revealed by the SpaceX and Tesla CEO in a recent interview as part of his vision for a future where robots outnumber humans, with a projected 20 to 30 billion robots worldwide.
Probably most people, if not everyone, would like to have their own personal C-3PO R2-D2. And I actually think humanoid robots will be the biggest product ever in history by far.
I agree.
Yeah, it's just wild because you can just say, well, every human is going to want one, most likely, and some will want two, and then there'll be all of industry in terms of providing products and services. So that you have to say, what's the ratio of humanoid robots to humans? My guess is it's at least 3 to 1, 4 to 1, maybe 5 to 1. So we're talking about 20, 30 billion humanoid robots. And it's not even clear what money means at that point, or if there's any meaningful cap on the economy. I think at that point, assuming that things haven't gone awry, in the good AI scenario, I think we won't have universal basic income, we'll have universal high income.
Tesla's journey into robotics began with the introduction of the Optimus robot, which is designed to handle mundane, dangerous, and repetitive tasks. The robot stands 5'8" inches tall, weighs between 125 to 160 pounds, and features 28 actuators, giving it a human-like dexterity. According to him, the production timeline for Optimus is aggressive, with low-volume production starting in 2025 for internal use within Tesla's factories. Using Tesla's advanced AI and neural networks, he also revealed that by 2026, Tesla aims to scale up production to deliver between 50,000 and 100,000 units for third-party companies and consumers, and by 2027, the company targets producing up to 1 million units annually.
The most sophisticated humanoid robot in the world. It's got a hand that has 22 degrees of freedom. It looks and feels like a human hand. And we're aiming to have several thousand of those built this year. Initially, we'll test them out at Tesla factories, but then assuming things go well, we'll 10x that output next year. So we'll aim to do maybe 50 to 100,000 humanoid robots next year, and then 10x it again the following year. It's like 500,000 robots in 3 years. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah. I was telling you guys, maybe we should think of this in terms of Roman legions. How many legions of robots will we have? Like a Roman legion is 5,000.
Musk's vision for Optimus goes beyond just production numbers, and he further revealed that these robots will revolutionize industry and transform the economy, as this shift reflects Tesla's pivot from EVs to robotics amid slowing demand and rising competition.
AI will do anything you want and even suggest things you never even thought of. So AI really within the next few years will be able to do any cognitive task. It obviously begs the question, what are we all going to do? But pretty much any cognitive task that doesn't involve atoms, AI will be able to do within, I'd say, max 3 or 4 years, maximum. And then another element of it is the robotics, is that you can't just be thinking, AI can't just be thinking in a data center. It's got to do things. So that's where you need the robots. And you need self-driving cars, which obviously you've experienced. And that rate of improvement is exponential in how good the self-driving cars are. We feel confident in basically being better than human driving in about 3 months, basically Q2 of this year. We feel confident of having a probability of accident that is better than the average experienced driver. And then it'll keep going from there. Ultimately, I think it's going to be 10 times safer than a human driver.
With robots handling most tasks, Musk predicts that humans will shift towards more creative and supervisory roles, leading to a scenario where everyone could enjoy a high standard of living without traditional work or constraints.
15 years ago, I was saying AI is going to be like this massive thing that has deep super intelligence, smarter than the smartest human. People thought I was kidding, and they thought that's ridiculous. There's no way a computer is going to be smarter than a human and be able to do all these complicated things. And now, the latest AIs are able to pass complicated tests better than most humans. Like they can pass the medical test better than like 80% of doctors or something. AI can diagnose radiography better than most people who've been doing it their whole life. So that's just accelerating, obviously. I think probably if you haven't seen Jensen's talk, it's excellent, and it really shows how much AI is advancing. And it's advancing on the hardware front, on the software front, in terms of data. There's like the new sort of thing is synthetic data, because we've actually run out of all the books, and you literally run out of you take the entire internet and all books ever written and all interesting videos, like you don't need 1,000 cat videos that are exactly the same, but all the interesting videos, and you distill that down into tokens, essentially bits of information, and we've now exhausted all of basically the cumulative sum of human knowledge has been exhausted in AI training. That happened basically last year. And so the only way to then supplement that is with synthetic data, where the AI it'll write an essay, or it'll come up with a thesis, and then it will grade itself, and go through this process of self-learning with synthetic data, which is always challenging, because how do you know if it hallucinated the answer or it's a real answer? So it's challenging to find the ground truth. But it is pretty wild that AI at this point has run out of all human knowledge.
However, as critics raise concern about the potential impact of widespread automation on employment and economy, Musk acknowledged the concerns but remains optimistic, believing that the benefit of robotic assistance will outweigh the drawbacks.
If you go back even 5 years ago, certainly 10 years ago, 10 years ago, even 15 years ago, I was saying AI is going to be like this massive thing that has deep super intelligence, smarter than the smartest human. People thought I was kidding, and they thought that's ridiculous. There's no way a computer is going to be smarter than a human and be able to do all these complicated things. And now, the latest AIs are able to pass complicated tests better than most humans. Like they can pass the medical test better than like 80% of doctors or something. AI can diagnose radiography better than most people who've been doing it their whole life.
Analysts project Optimus could generate $10 billion annually by 2035, with the billionaire company envisioning an even faster growth trajectory. As Tesla pushes forward with its robotic ambitions, the company is poised to become a leader in the industry. With its innovative technology and aggressive production targets, Tesla's Optimus robot is set to make a significant impact on the world. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more updates like this. I am Hannah Eja. See you soon.
For more on well-researched and balanced stories, events, and interviews across business, tech innovation, and lifestyle, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. www.youtube.com/digivationnetwork.